We late. We late. Yep. Yep. We're running late here on the journey. Man, I'm trying to get stuff set up. I got all types of bugs. The bathtub was calling me this morning. I know some of y'all like, what happened to the show last night? Man, I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm just gonna be honest. I just didn't want to do it last night. I'm like, I got home, so I don't want to do it. Actually, I went over to my mom's house. I started watching American Gods. Now, I read the book, so I'm gonna be harsh on that shit when I do talk about it, right? I read the book, but I'm interested in seeing where they're going to take this story because they took it so far off the rails so far. So I have to, kind of be patient and see where they're going to take it. Because I'm like, man, this don't make no sense. I mean, but the actress that plays the love goddess, Besquit or whatever, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm going to open up the chats real quick. Lord have mercy. Let me just say, let me say that one more time. Lord have mercy. And like the old man, he said, have mercy. I don't know what they saying in between mercy, Lord, and have mercy, but Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Good God Almighty. But anyway, let's say, so I got my chat on my lap, and let's see, I might be able to pull it up I got my chat on my lap. So anybody that's out there, you want to holler at me, go on, holler at me. We'll get back on regular schedule with the shows soon enough. I ain't making no promises, you know what I'm saying, because I'm kind of enjoying having my evenings free. We almost done with the test, and I know I got a lot of friends. So I sent a message. I sent a message out to my Sebek. I'm like, yo, how you run for city council? So he sent me a simple step-by-step procedure. Right? So it's too late for 2019. But I think the next one is in 2021. We can actually start getting ready to run in 2021. I don't have to do it by myself. Some of us could do it. I want y'all to think about this, man. I mean, 3 seats by 2023. 3 seats on city council by 2023. It's about time that those of us that are in the conscious community start waking people up. You know what I'm saying? In a big way. So I'm talking about actually getting 3 seats on the city council. And then we'll move from there. But family, without any further ado, I need to let you know you are now chilling in with the congregation of the mighty. This is Giami Journey Media. Thanks for being on point. I know we late. This is a Heart of December production. Of course, this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. What's up? I'm Ben. What's up, Mr. Diddy? You're not late. I'm late. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Man, what should I say? Breathe, and drink. some water. Get a bottle of that water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift them for you. Drink, 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 drink. What should I say? Live. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Stretch your body. Drink, 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 drink. What should I say? Move, move, and drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Bam, just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. What should I say? Raise, toast, take your breath. Live and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, live, toast, drink. I messed it up. Damn, here we go. Take your breath. Live, pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. All right, family, drink up. One down. Let's go. Drink, 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 drink. Almost spit it out. Didn't finish it though. Y'all see still a little bit left in there. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't knock it out. Almost was able to. Alright, but I was talking about Kwame possibly running in 2021. City Council, I said by 2023, we should have 3 seats. I don't think that's outlandish. I don't think that's something that can't be done. I think it's very possible. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about reparations, we're talking about controlling our destiny. Let's start by controlling the city we in. Right? And we got more than enough people to at least get 1 seat by 2021. And then we're going to know a lot more people, so we should be able to get 2 more by 2023. I don't think it's outlandish. Let me know what you think out there in the fam. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go and do this toast, because we're already running late. And like I said, we could catch up on a toast and talk, or if I do a show on Ujima night. But I do have a health product that I want to talk with people about. because I'm experimenting with baobab fruit. Thinking about mixing some with some ambrosia, man, because it's kind of sour. I've been mixing it with my coffee. Actually, I think I might, in my next batch, I might mix a bottle of with baobab powder. For those that don't, look up baobab, Baobab, I think. It's the big tree in Africa. It's like real thick. I mean, the tree gets enormous, and it's an ancient tree. They call it the tree of life, right? So I'm checking out the fruit from that tree, sampling, working with it right now. Like I said, I'm thinking about adding it to my recipe, one of my recipes for ambrosia. Just a thought right now. I'll be running to that stuff. So I will be reading about a little bit of that sometime soon. We got a break coming up here soon, so I'm gonna have a little bit more time to spend with you in the mornings. Hopefully I have some ambrosia left by then. But I gotta brew again anyway. It's about that time. We gotta get ready for this next mall. And also we got a meeting tonight to go on and discuss the mall and the MX Fest. Alright? The MX Fest. Yes, Lord. Alright, so let me make sure that I put the top back on so that this can brew properly. I gotta wash this top. I'm gonna wash the top. Alright, so family, let's go and do our toast. First off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say, Ashe. Then we grab our list of our illustrious ancestors. And we start our reading. Here we go. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Tech, Senator Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rose Lee, Tilly, George, and William Walter, Chris Penn, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Janine Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Jimmy Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Sapet Ma Ra, Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bropo, Anthony Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor brother, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Johnny Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rennerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kevin D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Barry Beatty, Sarah Weller, Beatty Farmer, Augusto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Ann Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Southern Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sergeant Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mayor Martha Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, Elder Almatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilamont Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Shayna Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Gerald Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Crochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Al Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatchett Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dan Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robin Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mesrine Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. On to the Black Book. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Ancestor, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Randall Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denisha Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, and Dominique Nichols. Raise our glass and we say Ashe. Family, from there, we move to the present moment. We salute this moment. Right now, we are on Ujima. For those that don't know, that's collective work and responsibility. I'm challenging everybody, activate that reticular formation. Look for the principle in the world today. The principle we're looking for those that don't speak the language, is collective work and responsibility. The modern principle of the day is righteousness. M7 of the day is respect. Color is blue. Got my blue shirt. Vibration is the Hermetic law of the day. Male name today is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. We salute this moment. We toast and we say Ashe. From there we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. My clock stopped on the wall. It blew my mind. It says 7:45. I'm sitting up here like, okay. All right. We toast our children's children, on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to all of our relations. We toast them and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we move. We move and we toast that moment for ourselves. That selfish toast right here. What is it that you need in this moment, right? We toast. We say Ashe. Last but not least, now we lift up our glass and we toast the most beautiful, powerful, uplifting, inspiring, unifying individual in the room that just happens to be you. It got to be you. We toast you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power. What is it? My mind is off this morning. I wish you peace, power, joy. It'll come to me. Well, I wish you greatness today. We toast and we say Ashe. Mature and fast. Y'all got a good batch this time. You really becoming a master time. Told you. My superpower. Clock says 7:45. But yo, family, I'm out. Y'all have a great morning.